Hey everyone, it's Mr. Rozon. Today's topic, I want to talk to you about method overloading in Java. Now in front of you, I have 4 different methods I've already typed up in my program. So the first one, what it is the method's called add, and it has 2 input parameters. So it has int a and int b. And all the method does is just return a plus b. So it's going to add those 2 input parameters together and to return them as an integer. The other methods I have down below are also called add. The second one here, it's going to take 3 input parameters, A, B, and C, add all 3 of them together, and then return it. The third one is basically the same thing, except this time it has doubles. So it has double A and double B. It adds them together, and it returns it as a double. And lastly, there's one I've got with strings. So I've got string A and string B. It's going to combine those strings together and return it as a string. Now, why this is called method overloading is because what I'm going to do is they all have the same exact name. So the method name is called add. And when I use it in my main method, Java is going to figure out which one of these 4 to call based on the input parameters. That's how it's going to know which one to run. So let me just show you here how this is going to work. So the first example I can do is I can say io.println, and I can say add bracket 3 comma 4. If I were to run this, it should say 7. And there it goes. It ran and it said 7. Okay, the reason it says 7 is because what it's doing is Java is decided, okay, there's 2 different integers here, and which one of these 4 add methods actually has 2 integers? So it's calling the first one here. That's the only one that matches. Okay, now we could use the other ones as well. So we could try something like this. So println. Let's say we do add bracket 2.5 comma 7.3. Okay, that should call this one down here. Okay, that's going to have the one with 2 doubles, and it should add them together, which is nice. So we get 9.8. So it's actually going down into this one right here because it knows that those 2 input parameters are doubles. Okay, let's try another one here. Let's do the one with 3. So println. And we'll put 3 numbers in there, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and you notice it's actually in IntelliJ, it's labeling the 4, 5, and 6 as A, B, C. So it's matching these 3 parameters right here. So Java is looking at this and saying, okay, which method add includes 3 integers? It has to be this one right here on line 13. And then it runs that one accordingly. And it adds together to give 15. That's correct. And we can also use the one with strings. So io.println. We could say add, and then we can say Mr., and then comma, Rozon. Okay. And if we run that, it should combine those together. Let's see. And it did work. Perfect. So, super quick example. I just wanted to show you exactly what method overloading is. Essentially what it is that you have multiple methods with the exact same method name. The method name in this case is add, and the only thing that's different is going to be the parameter type or count. So what you put into brackets is going to be different, and it can't be this like it actually has to be like different. Like if you were to make another one and said public static int add, and you just had the exact same thing but changed the letters here, it's not going to like that. That's not a good idea. So it actually has to be a different count of parameters inside of here, or different type as well. So like double A, double B, that's fine. These are not the same, and they will call differently. They'll behave differently. Okay. Yeah. So this is basically a type of overloading here. And what happens is when Java runs this at compile time, this is actually a version of a more complicated concept called polymorphism. Polymorphism is when you have multiple methods or classes that sort of behave the same even though they're named. They have the same name but they behave differently, and that's what this is. Method overloading is exactly that. You've got multiple methods with the exact same name but they behave differently depending on what your input parameters are. Okay. Another good example actually is math.abs. So let's say we went and did println, and we said math.abs of, let's say, -8. Okay, if you were to run that, it should say 8. Okay, And then if we do io.println math.abs and we do negative 5.3. Okay. Okay, that also worked. And the reason this is working is because math.abs is overloaded. It's able to take in integers like this, and it's also able to take in doubles like that. Okay, so they behaves the same. Even though it's got the same name, math.abs, it's able to take in multiple parameters, and then it'll call the version that it needs depending on what you put in the brackets. So that's basically it. We got the same name, different parameters, and Java is going to handle the rest. So it's one of the things that can make your code cleaner and a lot easier to read. And if you thought this was useful, click the like and subscribe button. I'm going to be posting more videos coming up. Drop a comment down below. What other questions do you have about Java? If you give me something that you're curious about, I might go ahead and make a video about it. And hope to hear from you soon.